Hi everyone, this is today, the 1st of Jan. No, this video won't be going out on the 1st of Jan, but I've decided, because I've been a little bit rough over the Christmas period, to try and get some exercise to clear this cold out. But while I'm out here on my bike, I thought I'd take a quick look at a helmet that I've been sent. This is not a sponsored video. I've been sent this by Unit 1, and it's because I've helped them out with something. So it has got a decent feature that I want to talk about today. This helmet has got indicators. So how this works is you've got a controller here, which I've put just to the side of my bike controller. It's a little bit awkward to place it on this particular model, but it's reachable here, and quite simply, as you'll see, I can press the left indicator, and the left indicator on the helmet comes on for 5 seconds and then goes off. And obviously if you press the right one comes on as well. Now there are a few different settings that you can have. You can change all this stuff on your phone. You can actually get the indicators to cancel, like I've got after 5, or you can actually set the controller up on the handlebar as long as it's level, that it actually senses when you've turned left and then straightened up. It cancels the indicator. I think that personally, I decided not to do that because I wouldn't trust it. I haven't tried it, but I wouldn't trust it unless I've given a go in some probably safer situations. I'm going to go out and have a little go at this on the road, but there's no in the world that you want an indicator on that's misleading. That's worse than not having a signal on. So I'm going to go and have a little ride around, and we're going to see whether you can see it from the back easy enough, and I'm going to have a little talk about it. The helmet does come in different sizes. I've got the massive size, as normal with my big head. Comes in different colours as well. I'll leave all the links in the description of this video. But like I said, it's not a sponsored video. I'm just doing this because I think it's the potential. Which way should I go out? I'm going to go out over this way. I think it's a potential good little thing that some manufacturers can and should actually put not only into helmets but actually on the bikes as well. If you're signalling on a bike, there are certain scenarios where taking your hands off the handlebars is going to be nothing but problematic. Now I'm just going to take care around here. It is a play area. Probably shouldn't even be riding here, but honestly, as long as you're sensible, it's not a big deal. But yeah, signalling when you're on a bike can be a little bit problematic, especially with the roads that we've got here in Liverpool. They're terrible. Now I am not going to ride here. Let's just dismount. I'm going to get myself on the road properly, and then we'll get going. Okie dokie. So look at these holes in the road. Unbelievable. Alright, I'll just turn the lights on my bike. Although it's daytime still, it's a little bit dull. I've got lights on my helmet, so why not stick them on the bike? It doesn't cost you anything. So I'm going to have a little go at this. I'm still going to check, I'm still going to do my observations, but there's a nice display showing me that it's still on. That's a result. I'm going to put it on again as well. So if it's just on for 5 seconds, that's probably the minimum that you would require a signal. But you don't want to, like I said, be faffing to take this off if you had steering to do. So I am going to do a right turn. There we go. Now, did I press the wrong one there? Possibly. I think I did with my thumb. I think I pressed the left momentarily. So that's one little thing that you've got to be careful of. This isn't positioned brilliantly for this particular bike. Might have been able to adjust things over, but then I think maybe I would have had problems getting to the brakes, so it wasn't ideal. Gloves, not a big problem with the control that we've got. Not too bad at all. Like I said, I'll be interested to see how visible it is from the back as well. Okay, so I'm going to turn left. Yeah, indicators on. And the good thing about this as well is that although you've been sat here for a little while, you might then decide to give another signal. You can also change the pattern of the signals. There's loads of things you can play about with, to be honest. I just put it on what I thought was the most visible. Now, let's see whether now we had a little issue there because the people behind, if my signal worked, didn't seem to really work with it. Interesting, and I felt as though I needed to put an arm signal on. So it's not going to be something that you stop your signals, your arm signals, having a helmet like this and indicators, as we're having a little look at today. It's not going to be something that's going to get rid of them. You still do need to put them on, as we found out there. Remember, with any signal that you put on, I'm going to go fast, I think I am. Remember, with any signal that you put on, it's got to be seen and acted upon, not just on your part putting it on and then thinking, well, I've signalled, I'm all right. And that is the key to any signal. You still can't get away from your observational communication. And I'm going to do a right turn at the next set of lights. So just thinking about it, it might be a nice little idea. I'm not going to put it on yet. I'm going to probably just wait till I get past these entrances, and then I'm going to put that on. Knocked my assistance up a level, that's why it's shot off. I'm going to stick my right signal on again. Okay. Like I said, it takes a little bit of different thinking just to rely on a flashing light. Me personally, although motorists and car drivers and van drivers and all the drivers should be looking out for any signal, it's not a common one to have a flashing indicator on the back of a cyclist helmet. Like I said, I just think it's an extra as opposed to, listen, you know, we're not going to bother with arm signals anymore. Still think arm signals are the way to go, as we saw a little bit before as well, when I used the one on my helmet and then had to put the arm signal on to get myself over into lane 2. Okay. The helmet does seem pretty well made though. They are expensive, no bones about it. I don't think I would have paid the money for this particular helmet just to have some flashing indicators on. But if everything was built like that, I suppose other people, other motorists and other road users would be a little bit more used to it. Now, I'm obviously out on the Himaway, and it's got front and rear lights that can be turned on with the bike. You don't have to charge them up. Have a look at this pothole. Jesus. So yeah, the front and rear lights come on with the bike, which is great, but this Himaway has also got, this Cruiser has also got brake lights as well. So when I do slow down, it does illuminate the backlight at a higher intensity, which is good. So when you want to press the brake, it's not when I just stop pedaling, but you can use that as a control. But if they've integrated those things, for me, would it be a big thing for bike manufacturers like Himaway to then integrate indicators? I don't think so. I think possibly that's one thing that we could see going forward. But like I've just explained and demonstrated, I don't think the drivers necessarily going to be looking for them on a push bike. I know they're pretty pathetic and they're minute on the Voice scooters that we've got in this area. No one uses them anyway. Not the Voice scooters, but the indicators. So, if I had to go at my indicator again, one little thing that may have been problematic before as well was when I was looking to do the lane change, what was I having to do with my head movement? I was turning round. And that may very well have not made the indicators on the back of my helmet visible. So it's not a perfectly designed system, and again I think that just backs up the fact that I said before, it should be supplementary. I think I'll do a right turn up at the lights. So remember, a misleading signal isn't good. So what we're going to do is, in fact I might even go around that, tuck it in behind a motorcyclist. Yes I am. So I waited on the signal until I was past, and then before we go, I'm going to stick it on again. Here we go. Don't forget, the signal is not necessarily to people just behind, it's to people in front as well. So that's another thing that you've got to be mindful of. This is another, I wouldn't say downfall, but it's another restriction with the signals on this Unit 1 Faro helmet. I'd like to say a big thanks to Unit 1 for sending me this though. It is something I am going to use. I think, to be honest, I'm going to keep my other helmet that I've got. It has got lights on as well, my X-Nito. I'm going to keep that from a mountain bike, and I think I'll keep these little indicators on this Himaway and maybe use this this helmet for this purpose. But thanks a lot for tuning in, everyone. Keep safe, keep observing, keep talking to people as well. I'm talking about on the road, keep communicating, and honestly, don't put yourself in any risk. And I'll see you soon. Ideal time to get an early signal on, just to pre-warn people why I'm out here, and I'll do the same again. That actually worked quite nicely that time, I think. Keep safe.